heard of a technique called legato, or hammer-on and pull-off. It's okay if you haven't heard these names before, because the most important thing is not what they are called, but what they do to your music. I mean, listen to this. It's alright, but now listen to this. In the second example, I was using the legato technique called hammer-on, which is used to hammer a note with the fretting hand. Now, let me give you another example. Listen to this. It's alright, but now listen to this. This is another legato technique called pull-off, which is used to pull the string off to play a note. Now today I want to show you how to implement these techniques into one beautiful exercise using your tenor ukulele. The tabs will be available on Patreon and on ourpassionformusic.com for both tenor and baritone tuning. So tenor tuning is good for tenor, soprano, and concert size, while baritone tuning is good for a baritone size. Now, first things first, the chord progression. Learn the chords, and then I'll show you how to apply the legato technique. We're playing G major, A minor played like this, B minor played like this, and C major played like this. These are all major and minor triads. G, A minor, B minor, and C. We also add the fourth open string to all the chords. Now when switching between these chords, use the third finger, the one on the second string, as an anchor, and hold it down. You can slide it from fret 3 to fret 5, to fret 7, to fret 8. So this finger is going to guide your other fingers between chords. Now that you know the chords, let's take a look at this finger picking pattern I love. I mean, it's such a great picking pattern to use on the ukulele. It comprises 6 notes. Let me break it down for you. So put down a G major chord, and you want to have the thumb playing 3 strings, the 4th, 3rd, and the 2nd string. And I'm using something called rest stroke. So the thumb will rest on the adjacent string right after plucking. So I pluck the 4th string, the thumb will rest on the 3rd string. And then I carry on and I'll pluck the 3rd string and let the thumb rest on the 2nd string, and then I'll pluck the 2nd string with a free stroke. So this is just a regular pluck. So it's rest stroke, free stroke. And we are playing 3 strings with the thumb. And then you play the 1st string with the index, and then you do a pull off. So in this case, after playing the 1st string on fret 2, the middle finger will pull off the string and play the 1st open string. So this note is played with the fretting hand. It's such a beautiful and sweet sound. Beautiful thing. Now you can do the same thing for the other chords. So A minor, you'll do the same thing. So thumb, thumb, thumb. Now index on the 1st and a pull off. This time with the index finger. So I love how simple and sweet the sound of a pull off is. Now, we will do the same thing for the B minor chord. Beautiful sound. Thumb, 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 index, and a pull off. And we finish with the C major chord, which is the same as the G major. So when you put the whole thing together, now it sounds beautiful and dreamy, but we want this to be a little bit more rhythmic. And so we need to add one more note with the finger picking technique. So after the pull off, I'll play another note with the index finger on the second string, like this. This is going to complete our finger picking pattern, and now we have 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it sounds more rhythmic, less dreamy, because we are pretty much looping this picking pattern, and so there is a little bit more movement to it. Now, let's apply the same picking pattern to all the other chords. Beautiful thing to play. Now let's also use the other legato technique, the hammer-on technique, and we're going to use this with the strumming, like this. Now, how does it work? Well, we're going to have one full strum with the A downstroke. I use my index finger to strum all the strings. And because we are using the hammer-on technique, the note we are hammering is done with the middle finger. So we need to start with a different chord shape. So instead of starting with a G major chord, we're going to start with this chord shape but without the middle finger. And so the first strum will be like this. And then after the first strum, we're going to hammer the note on the second fret. And this is another beautiful, sweet sound. Now, after the hammer on, we have down, up, like this. So down, hammer on, down, up, and then we start again with the hammer on. So now let's apply the same pattern to the other chords. For the A minor, we put down the chord shape, but then right before we strum, we want to get rid of the first finger. And then do the hammer on fret 3. We will do the same thing for the B minor. And we finish with the C major. When I put the whole thing together, Now you can find a tab for this piece on my Patreon page. Check it out if you need extra support. Also, check our passionformusic.com. Check our daily uke challenge and our daily guitar challenge. You can learn something new every single day. Fingerstyle, strumming, technique, creativity, and soloing. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Let me know if you like it in the comment section down below. Keep playing your ukulele. It's a beautiful instrument. I love it, and I hope you will love it too. Enjoy this lesson, and I'll see you soon.